So this is another movie review. This is the 1963 movie Hud. It's directed by Martin Ritt. The screenplay is written by Irving Ravech and Harriet Frank Jr. It's from a novel by Larry McMurtry. The novel's name was Horseman Pass By, and within that novel, the title Hud comes from a poem, Uncle Ben Bulben, that was written by the renowned Irish poet W.B. Yeats. In the cast, lead role, Paul Newman plays Hud Bannon. He is the son of Melvyn Douglas, who plays Homer Barron. Patricia Neal plays Alma Brown. She is the housekeeper, live-in housekeeper. Brandon DeWild plays Lonnie. He's the grandson of Homer. Whit Bristol plays Mrs. Burridge. Graham Denton is Jess, and John Ashley Hermy. Those are the lead characters in this movie. Hud was an exceptionally popular movie and very successful one. It won a number of awards at the Academy Awards. It won for Best Actress in a Leading Role for Patricia Neal. Best Actor in a Supporting Role was won by Melvyn Douglas, and it also won Best Cinematography for James Wong Ho. Nominations: Paul Newman in the lead role at Best Actor, Martin Ritt for Best Director, and the screenplay also was nominated, along with art direction, and also the score by Ellen Bernstein. Along to the Globes, and it was nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress for Neal, and Best Supporting Actor for Douglas. And finally, the BAFTAs. It won the Best Foreign Actress Award for Patricia Neal, and was nominated for Best Film and Best Actor for Newman. So Hud, it's a contemporary western set in Texas in the late 50s, early 60s. It tells the story of a small family who run a cattle ranch. Homer, played by Douglas, in a well-deserved Oscar performance, is a widower. He's proud, bit judgmental, but full of honour and self-righteous code of ethics. His eldest son dies years ago in a car accident, and he lives on the ranch with his grandson Lonnie and his youngest and only surviving son Hud, played by the terrific Paul Newman. There's also a pretty and headstrong living housekeeper, Patricia Neal, who also, as we heard, won the Oscar. Early on, a major crisis hits the ranch: suspected foot and mouth disease in the herds. You get the sense of despondency as you watch the buzzards who are looking along the dead calf from a dead tree stump. This rekindles a clash between Homer and Hud, which has festered for years. Hud's smart, capable, and has a self-centered attitude, which others, particularly Homer and Alma, find hard to accept. Hud drinks hard and prefers married women for company. While seemingly admired by many, he has no friends. Lonnie lost his mother at childbirth and his father when he was too young to remember, and sees Homer as the only parent he has had. He also admires Hud from afar, wishing he was more like him. Hud has no real principles. He never mellows in making this very gritty film. The script doesn't explain why Hud and his father fell out. Was it an incident or just a clash of character? Did Hud develop this couldn't care less attitude because of his father's hatred? Whatever it is, it's the main focus of the movie, alongside the tragic loss of cattle and how it changes everyone's life drastically. Director Martin Ritt brings the best out of the acting talent as seen by the recognition with awards at the various Oscars, Globes and BAFTAs. He also takes opportunities to vividly describe the devilish methods of capitalism and its toll on decency and honesty in business. Hud, when receiving a lecture on morality from his father, responds that if he was to subtract the sinners from the saints in America, you'll be left with just Abraham Lincoln. Douglas, in his portrayal of Homer, creates a powerful message of moral character and a sense of doing the right thing for the good of all. However, Newman steals the show, really, as Hud is terrific. He flirts constantly when with women, with those dramatic good looks and charms, has his own self-interest in everything he does, is amazingly likeable, and continues to maintain a standard of work in his acting roles that I personally believe is as good as there is. Neil, as the headstrong housekeeper Alma, his mother and caregiver to all, and also, for Hud, a woman that attracts him, but she keeps him at an amusing arm's length. Her haughty and sultry performance is another highlight in a movie full of them. Alma stirs passions in both Hud and Lonnie. The way the three males react to her gives insights into who they are and what they need. Slave, mother and lover, Alma represents them all within the ranch. Ritt and his cinematographer Hal filmed the movie in a gorgeous black and white, which emphasizes the darker elements in the story. A movie with believable characters. The panoramic views are breathtaking. Homer relates the cattle trade as a source of income through the family generations. He's treasured the longhorn and kept a couple as a reminder of how good this type of cattle has served the family. Amusing moments between Homer and grandson are seen in a small cinema, surrounded by teenage couples who are not really that interested in the movie. Homer points out, why don't they save some money and find a loft or room to indulge in snogging? The depth of antagonism between Hud and Homer is caught when Hud and his latest fling enter a cafe. Homer and Lonnie are eating there, but Homer doesn't invite Hud to join them. Also, Alma rejects his advances one morning when he's still a little inebriated, but a little frisky. Out with Lonnie in a bar, Hud shows his machoism. A brawl ensues when Lonnie's eyes linger too long on a woman taken. Hud shows that machoism, and Lonnie learns a lesson. Lonnie's father's death in a road traffic accident with Hud is mentioned, and this still festers between Homer and Hud. But Homer tells a home truth that this issue wasn't the main reason why he has had this disdain to Hud. He points out that it's more to do with his attitude that that Hud exudes in the cause of his father's distaste. Hud's view on life is that the helping hand that you get is when they lower your box into the ground. He's cynical to the extreme. The last moments of this movie are fueled by frustration, emotional pain and anger by Hud, particularly as the booze becomes his only friend. The death of the family is metaphorically viewed with the slaughter of the herd, which is graphically shown. The family breaks up, Alma moves on, and a tragedy befits Homer. This is a terrific piece of work, and I really recommend that you get to watch it. It's called Hud. It was released in 1963, and it's directed by Martin Ritt and stars Paul Newman.